What is happening, Mark Bare Naked Willie, my good friend? It must be bright outside. Must be a summer day. You got your sunglasses on.
Oh, it's a summer kickoff party, Dave. I'm excited.
I got the sun behind me today, man. I'm getting sunburned on my back. We're going to have a lot of fun today, Mr. Willie, because we are not only going to be running our mouths like we normally do, but we're going to learn a little bit about building science, and we're going to have some special guests on the show, and we're going to give stuff away, and people will leave here with some new gifts. That's fun.
Yeah, I bet there's a little trick involved for them to be able to get that special gift that they worked hard, and they got to work hard for it, right?
That's it. Hey, listen, the only thing you have to do today is if you want to win some free gifts, and we're giving away cool stuff, put a comment in the comment section. Tell us where you're joining from. Tell us what you're interested in learning about. Hey, what do you want to hear about this fall on the BS Friday live show with Mark and Day? Whatever you want to say, go ahead and say it in the comments, and it'll give you a chance to win. But know this, you can only win one time. One time. So if your name comes up twice, we're going to redraw. And Lord knows we have redrawn. Mark's won by accident. I've won by accident. It's that random. We're just going to have fun with it.
Well, hey Dave, can they tag their friends so their friends have a chance to win too?
Absolutely. If you want a chance to win and you want your friends to have a chance to win, or you want to use your friends to give you a better chance of winning, you better get that in writing though, just in case, because they may not give it to you. I would tag as many people as you can and make sure you hit that share button right now. If you're watching on YouTube, share it. If you're watching on LinkedIn, share it. Let's have fun. And don't be selfish. Don't share it because you want to win something.
Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube.
That's right. Get your tweets on. All right, Mark. So we got lots to do and a very little bit of time to do it in today. So where are you at today?
Oh, we're traveling. This is a mighty holiday weekend, so the bike tires are full until they're not, and then we got a patch-a-rooney. They call that a patch-a-rooney, Dave.
What is a patch-a-rooney?
It's when the bike tire deflates. All right.
I love it. Oh, I see him in there. Our fish tank guest is getting anxious there, Mark. I see the anxiousness in the comments coming up. So why don't we hop into this, and why don't we bring Harris Woodward into the mix? Build green, baby. He bought green M&Ms for the green room. What's happening, Harris? How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. I don't have any green M&Ms, but I have a nice hard copy of one. How you boys doing?
Yeah, we're doing spectacular. It's summertime. It's 2 years that we've been doing this show. 2 years.
Wow, 2 years already.
Never missed a BS Friday. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, just last week, Harris, we were talking about peanut M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, because they got that added energy boost with the chocolate. So here we are, 2 weeks in a row. M&Ms, welcome back, Harris.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So
Build green, baby.
Just so everybody knows. So, well, first of all, Harris, I think everybody needs to understand, if they do not know who Harris Woodward is, which I would find very surprising that the world doesn't know who you are, just from your arrest record. But I will tell you. I did say that, didn't I? All right.
Hey, give me that doobie. No, put it away. Put it away. Sorry.
Yes. Well, anyhow, Harris is one of the foremost leaders in modular construction, building it better, sustainable, and green, net zero. This is the guy that wrote the book on how to use modular construction, how to work with modular manufacturers to get the results that you want out of the factory to your customer, consumer, or whoever is doing it. So, Harris, thanks for joining us today. Did I hit that nail on the head okay on that one? Was that right?
Yeah, but the leader thing is too much. That I do my part in my neck of the woods, but I appreciate it nonetheless, fellas. I do. Yeah, sure. And I didn't write all the books. I have a lot of the green building books up here. I can show them to you. They might ring a bell.
Yeah, let's look at them.
All right. So one of the ones that really got me started was Green from the Ground Up.
Okay.
Green from the Ground Up.
Yeah, it's a pretty good read. It's real thick. And even for me, I could read this many pages because there's lots of pictures. This is why we
pictures
subscribe.
Are great.
For the pictures.
Mark.
That's
He
right.
disappeared. He ran away. What other one you got?
Of course, Retooling from Sam Rashkin, the guru. That's a good read too.
Oh yeah, Sam
Yeah.
Rashkin. Yep,
Yep.
know that one too.
Picked this up in Arizona. Yeah, and then of course NAHB. You can't become an MCGP, Master Certified Green Professional, until you read this behemoth.
Oh man, I bet there's not a lot of pictures in that one. That was hard for you, wasn't it?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's a Cliff Notes version of it, and then of course Advanced Green Building for Project Management. And yeah, they make for good reads. And back in 2008, when our market was falling apart, we had a lot more time to do reading and get better at what we do.
Is there M&Ms in that, Mark?
Yeah.
Is there M&Ms in there, or is that your piggy bank?
There's one green M&M left. There's one left.
Isn't there a story about green M&Ms? I don't know if we can talk about that story.
Yeah, they mean you hit a home run.
They make you.
They make you hit a home run.
Well,
That's right.
Let's get into it. So, Harris, what brings you on the show today? What are you doing here, man?
Your much better wife, your lovely better half, invited me. I have nothing prepared other than a printout of an M&M to offer. But I heard it was your special day. Was this actually a surprise?
I had no idea you were coming on until I saw you pop into the show notes.
Really?
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. I'm glad it worked. I mean, you guys are in the same RV. I don't know how you couldn't have heard, but very sneaky, Jen.
Yeah. She walks around at night. I don't know what she does, but I guess that's it.
Hey, Harris, you know how she kept it a secret? She emailed it to Dave because he knows he doesn't check his email.
Oh, that's cold.
No, that's actually true. If you want something from me, call me.
Yep. And I'm the same way, Harris. She emailed me and I never opened it. So there we have it. The secret was safe in my email.
Yep.
Right. I love it.
By the way, I think the tornado warning has passed, but I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get on this thing. All the schools, the tweets, the texts, the emails have been flooding in from tornado warnings and everybody hunkering, but I think it's actually blown over. So I did bring a flashlight that might have worked in the absence of actual 120, but anyhow, glad to be here.
I tell you, I never leave home without my battery, without my solar-powered flashlight for that exact reason.
Yeah,
perfect.
Well, you must be a high-performance builder.
He pretends to be one on TV.
There you go.
After he sleeps in his Holiday Inn Express. So, Harris, we love this. We're going to bring in our next guest as well. We got a big guest on the show today. Big guest. He's building amazing things online out there. He's no stranger to danger. He's no stranger to the show. And he's no stranger to making our show a little bit more fun for one lucky guest today. So why don't we bring on Matt Daigle from Rise. Harris, you stick with us for a few moments there. We're going to put the BS in front of your face because that's probably where it belongs.
How you doing, Harris?
I'm good. Yourself?
Pretty good. Thanks.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, all right, Matt, listen, you were on, man, it's probably been 2 years, year and a half, maybe. It's been a while since we had the famous Matt Daigle on the show. Matt, why don't you take just 2 minutes and let's just do an update on where you're at. Did you go from 1 million followers to 1 billion followers? You guys are just growing and killing it. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on so everybody understands what you do.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks again, Dave. So Rise is all about sustainable home improvement. We grew up as a company who wanted to just make it super easy and seamless for folks who want to have a more sustainable home. So we built out resources, a ton of research content, brought on amazing writers. And then we started attracting a bunch of people who wanted to read up on this stuff and make just better decisions for their home. And as of last year, our readers kept telling us the same thing. They kept saying, hey, this is awesome. You've got me convinced on this new product or new material, but where do I buy it? And so we saw this amazing, huge gap in the market that was being unserved that brought us the opportunity to close that gap with the customer and close the loop, so to say. So now we have a full-fledged online store that has been growing like weeds since last year. We're actually working now with over 130 brands directly, over 5,000 products on both our U.S. and Canadian stores, and people are loving it. So we have our goal. We kind of have our sights set on being able to offer the product selection that people expect from any online store, where you'll be able to complete your entire project using our platform. So that's I think that's been the big news for us, is our company's kind of undergone a pretty significant pivot. And we can now say we're an education first e-commerce platform that's all about sustainable home improvement.
Hold the horses. Did you say that I can go to your website and I can build my entire project through your website, or at least design it and educate myself to build an entire project?
That's right. Yeah, you got it, Dave.
Come on, man. That's not little news. That's big news. Congratulations. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal for us. We see that a lot of folks still don't know what they don't know when it comes to their renovation projects and or their building projects, and so it's really been up to us and others to kind of educate ourselves on making better decisions for our health, for our wealth, and for the planet. And our store answers that. So any product that's listed, we have research behind it. We have our own manufacturer criteria that we adhere to when we're selecting the product. So they're all vetted and researched, so that you kind of take the research part of out of the equation. I don't know if you guys have done like big reno projects or home builds, but like it's a ton of work. You have to do a ton of research, and a little bit. But all that to say, it's we're kind of taking that part out of it so that people can just come to Rise and expect the best products for them.
Wow, Harris, that's it, man. You don't need a design team anymore. You just go with Rise website, pull all your projects together, have your customers do all their shopping there, and you're all set. It's like your design team at Build with Rise. You got your own design team at Build with Rise, because now they can go there and pick everything they need for their house.
As long as there's no geographic overlap. Where are you based out of? Where's Rise out of again?
Our headquarters are in New Brunswick, Canada, but we primarily serve the U.S. market. So about 60%, 70% of our sales are coming from the U.S.
Wonderful.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to go there.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But we're still going to do designs here. I swear. Since it's being recorded, I must make that disclosure. My business partner's here somewhere.
Perfect.
What a great tool, though, for offsite manufacturer, for a site builder, for a developer, right? If they have a set of buildings they're producing, or they have a set of clients that need to make the selection, either way, it's a win-win.
It is a win-win. It definitely is a win-win. All right, listen, if you guys are out there joining us, we are giving away special prizes today, and we're going to have fun with it. How do you win a prize, you may ask? Well, you just make a comment. Ask a question. Tell us where you're joining from. Tell us what you like about our show. Tell us if you like Mark's beard. If you don't like Mark's beard, he doesn't care. Sometimes he has food stuck in it. He likes to know these things. So just make a comment. Have fun with it. Today's about a fun day. We're celebrating 2 years of Building Science BS Friday. So we're going to have other guests hopping in and out, I'm told. I don't even know when to give away a prize. Like, I don't even have an outline. The whole thing's a big mystery to me. Jen's kind of setting me up here.
Jen just sent you and I an email. We got to hold on, folks. We're going to go check our emails.
Oh, Matt. It says, Matt, do you want to announce the anniversary prize?
All right. Ooh. It's on Matt's shoulders.
It is on Matt's shoulders. I'm glad somebody knows.
Alrighty. Well, there you have it right on the screen there. So if you go to buildwithrise.com and use discount code Dave15, you will be getting 15% off your purchase from now until, I believe, June 10th. So you got a couple weeks to use that code, and you'll save 15% off anywhere on our US and Canadian stores.
Wow.
That is cool. We're going to have to get that out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. There's no limit, right? We can put it anywhere we want. Isn't that right?
That is correct, my friend.
That's it. Discount code Dave15. How cool is that, Mark? Let's share that all over the place. That's a big deal.
Congratulations to the folks that win, and that means all of you. You all just won the discount code. So
that's right. There are no losers on the Dave Cooper Live show.
It's super. Hey, Matt, thanks for doing that. That's very generous. And thanks to your team for all the work they do. I love the products on your site.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mark. That's much appreciated. Hopefully, we'll get T-Stud in there someday.
That's right.
Hopefully, we'll get back to Canada someday, Matt.
That's right. Yeah, we got to get up to Canada. All right, so we have all kinds of swag coming. We got things from Adam White, Passive Purple. We'll put that up on the screen in just a moment. We're giving away some, look, Wick Wright mugs. Yeah, they're giving away some Wick Wright mugs today. We're giving away some other Dave Cooper Live swag with Forward Solutions Group helping us with that. And we're giving away some Green Home Institute swag today, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, Matt, that's really cool that you offered that to our guests. That's a big deal, and I know it's going to rise. So, but moving forward, it's not everybody's a winner any longer. We only have so much to give away. You got to comment in the comment section to be entered to win. So we're going to be doing that in just a few short moments. Maybe we'll say 12:30. We'll do our first giveaway. What do you think?
That sounds great. I have a question for Matt. You guys have selections that unfortunately they're still in the niche market, I would say. But for the four of us here, and for most of the people in the audience, they're our favorite ones. Now, this is going to put you on the spot, but do you have something that you find unique, or I can't use the word favorite. That wouldn't be fair to all the people on your platform. But is there something that when you come across the page, even you are like, man, I'm so glad we can offer this to the masses?
Yeah. It wouldn't be right to say that I'm not proud of every single one of those manufacturers that we've gotten. The reception on that side has just been tremendous. As you know, that's really where the market's going, right? All manufacturers are kind of have their sights set on how can they, not just build sustainability into their practices, but also into their products and materials. And that's made it super exciting. Is there one that I can't say there's one that I prefer. I still have a bunch that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get those guys.
Yeah.
I can tell you a fun anecdote about one company that we had recently.
Sure.
So this company called Vermont Natural Coatings.
Yes.
Heard of them.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we happen to sell a ton of their product. And I believe it was a stain product, but we spend a lot of time with our customers. We get a lot of phone calls, and oftentimes, we just want to hear about our customers' projects and whether our products are a fit for them. And this guy calls up, and he's looking for a stain, and from Vermont Natural Coatings, and he had a very specific requirement. So turns out this guy is a giraffe breeder. And
wow.
So he breeds.
I thought I was the only one.
No, right?
No, I used to do it.
Yeah. So he was painting a fence, and he basically, you know how giraffes have these really long tongues, and they essentially start to gnaw on fences or fence posts. And so he wanted to make sure that, the coating was giraffe friendly. So so we did have to do a little bit of extra research on that one just to make sure.
Hey, Matt, did you have to stick your neck out on that one? I'm sorry.
They call that the lick test.
Are we all dads here? Because that was a pretty good dad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goes along with your dad bod.
That was a good dad joke. All right, you can leave now, Harris. Good seeing you.
You brought me here. You made me
No,
do
I
it.
didn't.
You just asked the guy a question. It's like, who's your favorite child? It's like, Matt can't give a straight answer. It's hard.
No, I didn't say favorite. I said unique. And then Matt turned it around in a better way and said a story about a product, right? So it was much better.
Yeah. He's PR king here. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
the end of the story is, sure enough, it is a giraffe-friendly coating, and we were able to get him the product that he was looking for, and it made for a really good story. It's really nice to hear.
That's a good one.
Some of the stories or some of the people that we come by, and you kind of have this picture in your head that it's always, the average homeowner who's, DIYing something over the weekend, and it's not always the case. There's people using it for, commercial applications or giraffe breeders,
If you guys ever make a T-shirt, Rise, home of the giraffe-friendly coatings, I think Harris, Dave, and myself would wear it with total pride. Maybe that's what happens in the magic room. They're coming up with giraffe-friendly coatings.
Giraffe-friendly coating. All right. Hey, just want to make sure that I give a shout out to. We have Andrew Keyser in the audience, Mark, and he's one of those LinkedIn guys where it doesn't show up. So just had to throw his name out there. That's a setting on LinkedIn, doesn't let you share your name to third parties.
Got it.
He's our CEO. So
he's your who?
He's our COO. He's our chief operating officer. So you should call him out.
Well, there's some there's a technology gap between what you do and his LinkedIn. We should find somebody in the office to fix that. I bet Ashley could fix it.
Well, there sometimes are settings that happen in the world of LinkedIn that none of us understand. So
that's very true. That is very true.
But we're all connected on LinkedIn, and if you're not connected to someone in the comments, meet them, right? And say hello, and that gives you another chance to win just by meeting people. Come on.
That's right. That's right. And make sure you do business out there. We're here to do business today. We're here to share business. We're here to introduce new business to you. So if you are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, get your tweets on. But at the same time, make sure that you connect with others, introduce yourself. This is a place to share, grow, and hopefully do business together and build a better place for all of us to live. That's what we love about it. What's happening, Al? Good to see you, Al Tunison. Good for joining.
One of the favorite things Dave and I like to do, Matt and Harris, is we like to make announcements, and we've had great announcements on the show, but today has been the best. To know that our friends at Rise have the giraffe-friendly coatings. It's I'm going to be telling the story all through Memorial Day. Every barbecue I would go to, I would be like, "Hey, you gotta meet Matt from Rise. This is awesome."
Well, just in the nick of time, Matt and Mark and Harris, we have another guest getting ready to join us.
Okay.
Mark, I'll give you one guess on who it could maybe be. You can only get one guess. If you get that guess right, when I see you next, I'll kiss you.
Well, that encourages me maybe to get it wrong. I'm gonna put two. It's either Henry, the longest replier, Mickelberg, or Andrew, somewhere in Texas, Sealy.
No.
Oh! Wow.
But that's great
Greg
stuff.
Ugaldi on the show. What's happening, Mr. Greg Ugaldi?
That's great stuff. Yeah, now, but I'm trying to keep an eye on Mark here. Is he disappointed or what? I think it was happiness. I think.
You know, I don't get a kiss from Dave now, so you could judge that one, Greg. But we'll still give hugs all around. Happy Friday to you. Great to see you, Greg.
Great to see you all. Great to see you all, and thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. If there's an award on the show for the most frequent Friday thumbs upper, right, and supportive, I think you've been to probably 95% of all the programs, Greg. Maybe not for the full hour. Obviously, our times are valuable, but I want to thank you for the 2 years, always seeing you out there, and the thumbs up right back to you.
Yes, and thanks, and that's yeah, I don't want to interrupt anything here, but that's a great point, because one of the things that people need to be able to realize is how easy it is to get this information and connect. So, and you hit it on the head, on a Friday when you get that notification, even if you pop it on, you're in another meeting, you're in a car, you can at least set it as a reminder so you can follow up on YouTube or actually any of the services allow you. LinkedIn's going to allow you to do it. Twitch allows you to rewatch. And the stats are unbelievable for Dave Cooper Live. I mean, you guys are getting, it's 154 hours watched every day. I mean, and that's an hour show a few times a week, but that's the kind of things when you're talking 10,000 impressions a day now for the show. It's craziness. I mean, that is a lot of people that have value. And what we always talk about, like Dave will have me on to give the National Association of Home Builders update, and we'll go through, and it's always about you guys are always talking about build it better, do it better.
That's right.
Yep. But actually being able to pass that information on, and you look at the charge that this show has had, especially these Friday episodes with the building sciences and all the new technologies for the young people, the women in the industry, and it's really starting to really take hold. One of the things that I really enjoy is that we're always able to bring people on. Dave, we started with Judy Donnell, right?
Yeah,
We brought in Devin Perry, of course, if I'm not bombing some of his independent sessions, we're on together. But we had John McGarry on with IBS. We had Jim Tobin, our chief lobbyist. Paul Lopez, who's our public relations director. Greg Zick, who does all the student chapter stuff. But then, of course, we had the National Housing Endowment with Mark Purcell and Ed Brady with the Home Builders Institute. Yeah. That's just to name a few. But what's happening here is that all these things, and Friday has really been the nuts and bolts that hold it all together. That's where the information starts, and everything sort of builds around the building science piece. And it's tremendous. You look, it seems like it's a lot longer than 10 years, but we're just starting to scratch the surface here, everybody, right?
Greg, we used to say, I used the same thing. I did a program for years called the Nuts and Bolts, and then they told me to change it from my carpenter stuff to nails and screws. And with the building science, I'm starting to use tape sealants and membranes, right? Our materials evolve, and the running joke is it's building science, not rocket science. Right. But we need to transform that language to building science is the rocket ship of our industry.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
it is the rocket.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. We can send autonomous vehicles to Mars and back. There is no reason why we can't build better, build houses without change orders. It makes zero sense that our industry has kind of lagged behind on the innovation side. And Greg, I did want to give you an update. We're just about at 3,000 hours a month watched on our show right now. We're pushing close to 200,000 minutes a month watched. I think we're averaging over 8 minutes per viewer, which is big in the YouTube world.
Awesome.
Yes.
They tell me. I don't know why they they do everything in minutes. Matt might know. Matt's probably into like the 20 million minutes a day watch. Matt, where's your channel? Where's your channel at?
For YouTube or?
Well, for anything. You guys are just growing leaps and bounds.
We are, yeah. We actually took a pause from YouTube last year to focus on our store. And we just recently started to pick it back up. I didn't mention this, but I actually have, while we're growing the store, on the personal side, I'm actually renovating an old 1850s Victorian home. And so... While
you live in the home, Matt?
No. I know
that lesson's learned. Got it.
We have smart people on the show, Mark. Yeah. That's not a good relationship builder, and when you do that.
So a New Brunswick 1850s Victoria So it's a frame. Obviously, if it's Victorian, it's a frame, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It is, yeah, and it's the exterior is lovely. It's been renovated a few times over the years. Obviously, it's had to, but we're actually not really touching the exterior all that much, aside from some windows, and we're really focusing on the inside. So we're tearing it right now. We're actually in demo phase and tearing up all the floors, and the floors in there are kind of like this. So
They call those marble floors, Matt.
yeah.
Put a marble on it, rolls across the room.
You could do a show on that, Matt, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen stats on you recently too. You guys doing well, very well.
Yeah. Do you guys know each other, Greg, Matt? Do you know who each other?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg, we have something in common. We in the last 9 months, we've been working with the National Association of Realtors. You guys have or NAHB has a partnership with NAR called Home Performance Counts.
Yes,
really exciting. And just recently, we kind of inserted ourselves into that because, we're sort of the de facto store for it now. So if you go to homeperformancecounts.info, I believe is the URL. We actually come up as the place to go to take action for people to take. So
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well, why don't we do this, Greg? We got you here. Why don't we give away our first gift? Jen, what is it we're giving away right now? Let me know. Am I giving away a mug? I think a mug. I think we should give away a Wickrite mug. They're like the best mugs ever.
All right.
This is the best
Oh,
mug
very
ever.
cool.
Dude, and
Okay.
I use this every day myself. And it has, it's a camelback mug.
Today is
So people better wash it out first before they use it then? Oh, it's going to be a different one, Dave.
Hopefully it'll still have the plastic on it. It'll come directly
he's
from
calling
the
you
Wickrite
out,
mug.
Dave.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll sand it. I'll bleach it.
So today is road trip day, right? National Road Trip Day, whatever they call those holidays, those made up holidays. And I've used the Wickrite one that in Dave's hand. We both got them gifted to us when we were somewhere in Texas. And if you leave the house at 4 a.m. on your road trip and you pour in your super coffee, and then you go back at 1 o'clock because you forgot that you had that one in there because you might have that smaller guy.
Yeah.
It is still warm. It's amazing. Like it's almost like that old Stanley one that we used to have. Remember the glass line one that you couldn't wash to save your life? Totally. Love those.
Love it. All right, we got 12 entries here. We're going to hit the draw button in a section. If you want a chance to win the Wickrite mug, or what are they, flask? What do they call that? Anyhow, I don't know. The container that'll keep your stuff cold and hot. Put a comment in the section right now. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to hit that draw button. None of us are allowed to win, and it happens sometimes. This is completely random. We have no choice in that. And we're going to try and make sure that none of our team members win either because they're out there making comments and doing stuff. So, Ashley's, I think, getting the most out of the LinkedIn comments today. So sorry, Ashley. But we'll get you one if you want one. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Let's see who wins.
I put my money on Ashley. She's going to win it.
She put a lot into the comments, man. I know. Bob Kelly can't win his own
What
stuff.
if Bob Kelly wins it? Oh, Ashley won!
Yeah! The odds of that. Come on. We can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
She was the most in the comments. Winner.
Winner. All
Winner.
right. Then we'll give it to Ashley. Let's give it to Ashley. But you also have to remember, Ashley's out there, and you guys are getting 15% off at Build with Rise. Remember that. 15% off. Jen, if you can put that banner back up there when we get a chance, that's a chance for everybody to win. But we got a lot of other mugs going out there. And Mr. Wickford is in the audience back there. So I think I saw his name pop up in here somewhere. So he's going to have to reach out. And there you go. Bob Kelly. That's the man right there. Thank you, Bob. We appreciate you.
And congratulations to Ashley. Matt can tell us all how hard of a worker she is for the team. You guys, if you're not connected to her on LinkedIn, she's the voice of choice. And enjoy your Wickrite mug.
She said
So
yes,
Ashley, the The only disappointment, however, was the next gift we're giving away is dinner with Mark, but you get the mug. Sorry.
She's lucky. She's lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
She's better off with the mug.
Man,
I gotta wear a napkin because I spill so much, Greg.
Oh my God! Look at everybody's dropping off. Oh my God!
The soup catcher. He's got the soup catcher going.
That's
right.
The save it for later.
So Greg, you were also mentioning how fun it is to have this live stuff. And I'm going to give an example of personal experience. So this past earlier this year, right, was the famous International Builders Show. Personally, I was not able to be there physically, but Dave was streaming it, and I got to see booths. I met people I haven't met. I reconnected with folks I haven't seen for 8 years, and now is the time to sign up. January 31st through February 2nd, Las Vegas. Get out there.
Good, thanks. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. And we talk about that a long time. Just following up on that, do you remember that Coffee with Dave on Saturday morning when you stopped by?
Yep.
That was like one of the famous episodes where you came like walking out of the woods. People were actually shooting at him and stuff. They weren't quite sure what to make of
There's a
that.
bear.
Could you imagine? It's early on a Saturday morning and you see Mark walking out of the woods. You go right for the rifle.
Yeah,
So-
somewhere in Texas.
I still got a scorpion attached to my ankle.
Oh, I love it.
But
All
that
right,
was a
we got-
great show.
We got some other stuff to give away. And we are really full of ourselves today. Look at the time going by fast. But that's okay. We're gonna spend
All
as much
these
time as
kids
we have.
on Twitch think that people are shooting at me in Texas now, Greg.
Yeah, that's right. No,
With the squirt gun.
educational purposes, right. It was filled with jelly like on Rudolph.
Yeah.
I put Judy Donnell, Jen, in the thing. I put Judy Donnell's name just if you want to toss her in the next raffle. I have to talk to her in a bit. So
Perfect.
that would
yeah?
be cool if I could mention that.
All
She,
right. Well,
she
here.
was on, by the way. She was right with the associate, all our members that are associate members to go along with our builder members. But she also did the professional women in building, which we've
Right.
really been pushing. And then she did the DEI, which all of us have seen a big movement on. So she's helped us out quite a bit with our updates.
That's the thing. We all wear the same boots, right? We all got to walk to walk.
We all got to walk the walk. Well, guess what, everybody? We got a new person joining us here in just a second. They're in the fish tank. They are in the fish tank, and they're going to be joining us as soon as they get their camera straightened.
Our
away.
squares are going to be this big. You're not even going to recognize who we are with all the.
I know,
It's like the
I know.
Brady
Well,
Bunch.
we might have to start booting people. We'll see. But look, before we bring this person in, let's talk about what our next giveaway. You got to go somewhere, Harris?
Yeah, I keep getting blown up because of the tornado watch. I'm on pick up one of the 4 kids duty.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I'll tell you
yeah,
what.
yeah. So you all have a great day. And speaking of mugs, I'm going to make a plug. This is a mug that we did. I don't know if you want to go full screen or not. Here's the house. Really cool, high performance, 3-floor waterfront, and a wonderful family. So we made custom mugs for them. Yeah, the Thomas
That is
family.
really cool.
Yeah. So
That's quite
my
a
mug.
house.
That's a big house.
So my mug. Yeah. It was just 4 enormous modular sections with R26 on the outside, 50 on top, precast superior walls on the bottom, all the good stuff. So
Harris,
Yeah.
how many people did you have move in there? That's a tremendous house. Was it
Right.
their whole family? Or?
So So there's grandma, and then mom, and the single mom raising 2 boys with grandma.
Okay.
It's their vacation home in Annapolis waterfront, their second home, and they're going to be doing some Airbnb with it. And so we decked it out with 2-story decks all the way up in the air. And builders really appreciate when we have great customers. Miss Thomas was one of the best we've ever had. She was just a pleasure to work with, and to give her occupancy certificate couldn't have made us prouder. So,
Yeah.
all right, gentlemen, I'm out. Thanks for having me.
Have a
Congrats.
great
you, Harris.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you too.
And stay
All
safe.
right.
Stay
Yeah,
safe in the
appreciate it.
tornadoes.
Oh, it's passed over now. The only fear I have is my wife, because if I run late, I'm done.
We're
Peace.
live, Harris. She just heard that.
That's it.
It's probably recorded too.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
All right. Listen,
Jay, you want to
appreciate it,
kill
Harris.
me? I don't know how to do it myself. So
I will,
there we
Harris, I
go.
will kick you out right now. We will see you later, brother. Bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you, fellas. Peace.
R26 walls. You hear that, Matt and Greg? R26 walls.
I
They
know.
got the 50 roof, and then he throws in it's all decked out, right? Another dad joke right there.
All right. So we got another
Did
guest.
you see all the decks?
Yeah.
We got another guest in the waiting. We got a clicking talk, and we got more gifts to give away, you chatterboxes. So let me just put this up real quick. So we got a mug to give away from the Green Home Institute, and look at all that swag from Adam White Passive Purple. So we're going to start giving these away in just a moment. But first, I have a feeling this next guest knows a little something about Passive House. I bet they know something, maybe a little something. And I bet he has a mini me that knows a little something about Passive House as well. What's happening, Mr. Michael Ingui?
Hey, what's going on, folks? How are you?
One of the most famous architects in Passive House history, right here, Michael Ingui. What's happening, buddy?
I'll take that. Thank you, but that's not true. And I only pretend to know something about Passive House.
Oh, gosh.
How you guys doing?
Good to see you, Michael.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you on. In fact, I'm going to switch you up top here so you're center stage. And so, Michael, just real quick, why don't you just give a quick overview of who Michael Ingui is? I mean, not that you need to do that. You're as famous as Greg and all the others up here. So go ahead.
I'm Michael Ingui from Baxt Ingui Architects. We're in New York City right now. Live in Brooklyn. We do a lot of Passive House projects. A lot of them are historic masonry retrofits, but I also work with Mark on the Passive House Accelerator, where Mark is doing a lot of great stuff with Tech Tuesday, or Tech Wednesdays now sometimes as well, and soon to be launching Source 2050. So thanks.
What? Source 2050? I have no idea what that is. You better just bring it out right now. But it sounds like we're working towards 2050 the year.
We are. It's John Knapp, one of the guys who's been involved with us on a lot of different things, is launching a marketplace where you could buy anything you would need for a Passive House in one place.
Yeah.
So hopefully launching in June, maybe July.
Listen, if you want to retrofit, build your castle to Passive House standard, or just build it better in general, and you work all over, but I mean, you do a lot of work in New York, Brooklyn, the tri-state area, right?
Yeah.
Where you guys are at. But it's not just you.
Oh God, no. Yeah, thank God.
you have a whole team, and it's a family affair.
True. Yeah. So we've got like 25 people here. About 15 of them are, or at least 14 of them are passive certified, and they definitely know a lot about Passive House, which is very helpful for me. And we work pretty closely with Building Type and John and Ed and Kevin Brennan, who's honestly makes Passive House easy for everybody.
Right.
So it's been fun. We're quite lucky. Is the best way I would put it.
Speaking of luck, I guess it's more than luck, but you have two sons, twin boys, graduating high school and moving on to college this year. So
yeah, Michigan, both.
Wow.
University of Michigan. It's funny. I've been making fun of University of Michigan forever because half our office is University of Michigan, and so I'm not. I'm from New York Tech. So we've got a bunch of New York Tech, a bunch of University of Michigan,
right.
And the University of Michigan folk are quite proud of their school. And I visited, and I could see why. And both my kids are going. So
congratulations.
It's fun. Yeah, one's going to do opera and poli-sci and vocal, and one's going into a cool program called Urban Technology, and that's Dylan, who's passive certified. So it's a cool program, though. If anybody hasn't looked that program up, Urban Technology, it makes me want to go back to school. It's kind of fun.
So they get over 100,000 people at their football games. It's quite a school. It's
I
very
have to tell you, walking through that school, you can see why everybody likes it so much.
It's a public school too, but very highly ranked. It's very good.
And everybody seems so happy too. So
So So why don't Michael? We would be remiss if we didn't say how old your son was when he got passive house certified. This is important. This is important and impressive, Matt. If you don't know his son.
Thanks. So Dylan was 15. So I brought him to a conference when he was 14, I guess.
Yeah.
And he really, I mean, honestly, I would say the community really, I don't think he came because he was kind of interested, but nobody wants to listen to the dad. So, but he met a whole bunch of other people there who were just really blew him out of the water, like Lois Arena and a whole bunch of others, and got to know Ed May and John Mitchell. And he just wanted to really, kind of just get into it. And he unlike me, I really am not as technically proficient as I would love to be. It's all he's interested in. So so he really kind of dove in and was really good. But let's talk about BS Friday. Kind of a big day, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations, 1, 2. Thanks for all the great programming. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch later. It's good to it's always good to kind of know what's coming up, what's around. It's good stuff. And then Mark, anything you're involved with, I will watch. It's very good stuff. Thank you so much for everything you do and everything you do for the accelerator as well. So
the key with all that, Michael, is being a platform, right? All of us do it. Rise does it. The NAHB does it. Accelerator does it. Dave Cooper Live does it. It's a platform for other folks to share their voice, their project experience, the products they know and love, the processes they go through. Without those connections, we're in silos. So it's come to the point rapidly these last 2 years that the folks that share are very well recognized. The folks that don't share have the increased opportunity to do so. It's not a once in a month thing at a local thing. I mean, geez, guys, right? Like, you can go to a few events a week now. It's really awesome, the collaboration and connection that the community builds for the community.
It is a massive market, and we are in a place where we should be collaborating in any way we all can. It needs to become more massive, and it's important. You know, we've got to do it now. What's great is everybody on this call, I'm sure, feels that same sense of urgency, and it's great because a lot of people on this call, I mean, you guys know the answers, so spreading those answers out further, and you just can't beat it. It's kind of cool to see a problem and know the answer, and now you just got to get that out there. And
it's really bringing out of industry people together as well, right? I mean, there's the industry stuff, but you know, there's parts of our industry that are like 2 left feet. They're not talking. And this has created a platform on all these different, shows that we're on, Mark's on, to actually cross-pollinate the industry and really help with the education. And that's, I think, what's been so much fun.
Yeah. I like what Greg said. It struck me when we spoke about where your sons are going, that 100,000, is my mic off?
Nope. No, I'm pointing to Greg.
We're good.
So 100,000 people attend the football game, right? And if we look at that, if anyone in the audience was in sports like some of us growing up, you always expect you'll move through the high school into the collegiate and perhaps into the leagues, right? And the percentage of that is more out there than the lottery. However, the exciting part is if you're into the building trades or the project management or the digital twinning from junior high, Minecraft, on Twitch like that, and through high school and in a trade school or university, you can do that professionally forever, right? Those options are all there. So I always aspire that we have the be like the sporting world, but without the wear and tear and with greater possibility. I don't know if it'll ever be there. We don't have enough mascots. We had the Pink Panther, right? And those sort of things.
Yep.
But it's let's all road trip to Michigan. Let's rally the story there, and wherever you're at, share the news.
The one thing I'd say as well, just in terms of just kind of broadening everybody's, broadening the students out there. One of the things that University of Michigan does, which I knew because we have a whole bunch of interns who come here from them, but I was also excited about Justin and Dylan getting involved with, is something that the whole building industry can do and trade schools could do as well. What that school does so well is they send interns out into different firms. And so by the time these kids are at school, they have probably interned 5 or 6 times. So they know what it's like to be out there. They know what's available. But also, I can tell you right now, I mean, the reason why I have so many Michigan kids here is they've interned here. You get to, you hire who interns. You get to meet them. You know who you want. And I think that is a really great strategy for trade schools or any school to kind of get as many people out there. People, I mean, all of us will take interns. We like interns. Everybody likes teaching. They like sharing. So it's good stuff.
And don't forget too, we talked a little bit before though about our student chapters, and the workforce development piece. It all fits in with this internship and hands-on experience, because that's what it's all about. These types of jobs, and talking about very good ones too, Michael, where you're getting good money coming out of school, especially, if you come out at a college level, but even high school, you definitely want to take advantage of a lot of these different learning platforms that are out there, all different levels.
Yep.
Yeah,
agreed.
Sure.
Agreed.
So Matt's got to hit the road. Jack, he's got a lot of things to do, and I mean, he's I don't even know how you do it all, man. You're just a busy guy with your new website. Congratulations on the new platform and everything that you've launched. Congratulations on getting halfway through your reno on a very, very old Victorian style home. So hopefully that's going well for you. So well done. Thank you.
Thanks again for having me, Dave.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Thank you. Just before I go, I want to point out that I think it was actually almost exactly 2 years ago that I was here last. And on this show, Mike Holmes showed up, but he only just said something in the comments and just said hello. But I'm hoping that he does the same today. So you got my fingers for you guys.
Yeah. No, Mike Holmes pops in and out on occasion on our shows, which is always fun to watch. And I hope he does too. So let's tag him. Start tagging Mike Holmes. Ask him where he is.
Great idea.
I think Mike Holmes would be a great person to visit 1850s Victorian in New Brunswick. Mike, you have a standing offer. Tim Hortons is waiting for you, brother.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. And Michael and Matt, you guys are going to connect afterwards. I saw in the chat there, Michael said he'd love to connect with you. I think you guys would have a lot to talk about and a lot of things, and hopefully do some business and make people's lives better. That's what it's all about. Matt,
I'm a big fan of Rise. Thanks for everything you guys are doing there.
Yeah.
Cool. Take care, guys.
See you, Matt. Thanks to you and your team. Appreciate you.
Bye, man.
All right, there we go. Dropping like flies. Leaving us room to give away more. So I think it's time we got to get in here. We got these prizes left. Let's give away. What do you want to give away next, Mark? How about Greg? Pick which one. Should we give away the mug or the passive purple swag from Adam White?
Let's go with the it looks like a hat, a t-shirt, and a collared shirt. I've heard of collared shirts before. I guess I own one, but let's go with that one first because we just gave away the coffee mug. So
perfect.
Let's go with the black and gold attack.
All right, let me go back in here. Sorry, I only got one screen that allows me to do this stuff. It's going to show Ashley, but then we're going to get back in. We're going to hit that draw again button, and let's see who it is. You cannot win twice. Sorry, Ashley. It may happen since you commented so much, but you cannot win twice. Nor can our Bob Kelly won. That's cool. Nice. Bob Kelly was also giving away swag from Wickrite. That's kind of almost appropriate, isn't it?
That's karma right there. You give and you receive, right?
I love that.
That is the foremost number one in my book flashing expert that I know. Could be worldwide for all I know, but Bob Kelly knows a thing or two about how to flash it right.
I can tell you, Bob came into our office and blew everybody here away. We've been doing townhouses and the same kind of projects he's been doing forever.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to watch everyone who has a lot of experience learn new tricks, and their eyes were just. He has so much to teach, and the products he has, they're very cool.
You know, an interesting thing of what your team does and what I think more of us will do in the industry is handle existing buildings, right? So if you're not familiar with the phrase embodied carbon, that is a huge factor in our building stock, right? All typologies. And so there's a phrase I've used over time, and I think many of you know it, is the greenest building out there is the one that already exists.
Yep.
So it's now our duty to save it, right? And to bring it to the performance levels. And your team does great with that, Michael. And examples, right? This is why we love doing these shows. Examples allow people to say, I see what they did there. I can do that to my building. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
So true.
I love it. Perfect. So we appreciate you, Bob Kelly. I think that's what the sentiment was right there. Big virtual hugs, high fives for making our buildings better and flashing it right. If you're ever up in New England, you should check out Mr. Greg Ugaldi and all the things he's doing up there. Greg, he does some cool stuff with flashing. Like, it would blow your mind.
You're in Connecticut, right, Greg?
Yes. Yeah.
Right next door.
Yeah, right next to Michael.
We spend a lot of time in all this whole area. But, you know, it's funny, Dave, you mentioned that international piece. Maybe we can give this final prize away. We'll see who comes up with it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that's such a big part of the audience now when you think about it. What I think I saw somewhere, it's like your audience is spanned to 10 other countries in addition to the United States, and even more, growing all the time. That's a lot of other spots watching these shows.
It's a small world after all.
It's right.
And you get to, not only they're entertaining, but you get to learn a lot. And it's I think you're definitely spreading that knowledge is priceless. It's fantastic.
You know, and you know what's so interesting too? I say this because I've been able to travel to all 50 states and talk to our people all around the country. And you always find out how similar things are. Sure, there's many differences, but how similar things are. Well, it's like that all over the world in this industry, in this space. When you start talking, you're still comparing notes. Maybe you call the permitting process or the entitlements, you know, different things, but it's all the same issues, timing wise, material wise.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
Absolutely. You know, Matt just left us from Canada, but Greg, on the 10th, so 2 episodes from now, we're going to have he just left the presidency role of the Canadian Home Builders Association, Larry Clay. He's coming on, so we're bringing the voices of the different projects from the provinces that he got to tour, and the folks that he got to meet. That's really a tough role to hit all those provinces and states like y'all do.
Yeah. But it's very interesting, very, very interesting.
All right, so let's add it to the screen here. We're going to give away the Green Home Institute mug now, Mr. Mark Wille. We love to talk, you guys, so thanks for sticking with us on this. We got a Green Home Institute mug, thanks to Brett Little from the Green Home Institute. Brett is no stranger to this show, is he, Mark?
Brett is awesome. And Michael, when the winner comes up, do you want to announce this one?
Yeah, go for it. Do I see it in the chat? Is that how it works?
Don't you worry, Mike.
I'll announce it then. Let's go.
We're gonna they come running into your office with it.
Bring it on.
All right. So the last winner was Bob Kelly. Let's see who the winner is this time. Get your name in there if you want to win. Maybe Stephen Basic. I see he's there. Maybe he's going to win a Green Home Institute mug. I could use a Green Home Institute mug. Winning a Viking. Let's see who's the Viking. I saw this. It was in the comments, Mark.
That's
up here. It's Alex from Minader.
Alexandre Gagne.
Yeah,
he's got his name coded for YouTube for some reason.
Yeah, I know, Michael. You wouldn't have been able to see that name.
Okay,
winner,
there you go.
A Viking.
Cool.
Let's hear you say it. Winner, a Viking. Did you do it in a Brooklyn accent?
No, I cannot.
Something from The Godfather, maybe.
But Dave, this time we didn't see it. That's why Michael's waiting. He can't. but he
not up
can't
there.
see the name. So he's looking at you. There
Oh,
we go.
jeez.
You go
Yeah,
a
I'm
Viking,
looking-
and
it came up clear as day on my other screen. What are you talking about?
yeah, now I'm seeing it. It's perfect. But
I bet. I love it.
No, Michael, I was with you. He's like, "Can you say it?" And you're like,
Well,
"I
here,
didn't say anything." But what?
You know what? We're
What
gonna
am I
make sure-
saying?
We're gonna make sure Michael gets something. Let's do it one more time. Michael's a winner, and let's see who else we get on this.
So
Okay.
that
oh, now I can
was,
see it. Now I've got it.
there you
There,
go.
I know. I don't want people to think I cheated. My goodness. No, that can't happen
Oh.
twice.
But
Bob Kelly, get
You
out of
can't
here.
win
What are you
twice.
doing?
Sorry, Bob.
Bob is one
This
lucky
thing is
man.
rigged, man.
I think,
No.
oh,
All right, well,
As
we'll
is
get through
Jennifer.
them all.
Jennifer, you win 15% off of Rise.
you know, it's the best though. It was working
Paul
perfectly.
Barretto.
nice.
There you go. There
Congrats,
you go,
Paul.
Michael. Say it.
Winner is Paul Barretto.
Oh,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Good, good, good. All right, so we got Paul getting something. We got Minnow Air getting something. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you guys for joining us and playing along with our silliness here.
Yep.
We got some other people. Let's say, who is it? We got Sal de los Santos. Good to see you, Sal. Thanks for joining us today. Stephen
He's
Basic
going to
said
be
to Canada-
presenting the 1st of July. He's going to be
Yeah.
presenting the radiant cooling technology from Masana.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Very
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Thanks for
Company.
joining us.
Great company.
We got Stephen Basic in the house. Canadian fixes in. Yeah. There's no fix. Hey, guess who else is here, Greg? Give you one guess. Whoop,
There we
covered your
go.
face, Greg. Let me do this.
There we
Judy
go.
Donnell is in the house. What's happening, Judy? Judy, I called you back. Haven't heard from you
Hey,
yet.
you know it's funny, and it maybe though I'll explain to her later how I almost got her a mug. I threw her hat in the ring.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Well,
you,
I'm
Judy,
sure we
later.
can find one for her. She still has one more chance to win. There's still
All right.
one
All
more
right,
chance
good.
to win. All right, Michael's got to leave in a few minutes. So let's do it. We got the Forward Solutions Group Dave Cooper thermos mug with a wooden
Oh,
cap. Check that
sweet.
out, Mark. That's real wood, by the way.
That's
How cool is
a
that?
that is a
Steve-
Ben Hershey special.
a Ben Hershey special. You're not kidding.
Did Dave drink from that one yet, or just the others?
Listen, if I drink from it, then it's worth something. So I can't do it.
I know.
right? You know?
That's what I was thinking.
I had that
can't
one on
start
my
that.
hip, Greg. When they shot at me, it saved my life.
Yeah, you
Now,
didn't like that.
This is a weird will. Next, that people will be asking you for your socks, Mark, and your underwear and all that. So these are all clean, sterile, sanitized items.
Okay.
Any problems with it, you can contact Greg. He'll take care of it. Greg, you can
Yeah,
call him.
we'll square it away.
All right, let's put the last one up here, and then we're gonna wrap up today's show. Who's gonna be the lucky winner? Who's gonna be, Greg? I'll let you.
Paul
I'll let you
Barretto
call it.
wins
I'm gonna move
again.
Greg up here. Here we go. Paul Barretto. No, he already won.
All right.
That's,
I
it
think the
picks
winner is
same
Mark
people
Wille.
again. Why did you do that?
Oh, Alexander Gagne, you can't
Yeah, but
win
that's-
twice, but check
that
out
happens.
Minutes here if you're not familiar.
Yeah, it does that. I wonder what it is. Let's see. We'll just keep. No,
Oh, nice.
it's almost like its algorithm picks up the same people. I mean, there's 20 entries in here.
Or these people are
Yeah, but
really
that happens.
Oh, no way.
All right.
Judy. Nice.
How does that
Hey.
happen?
You know, I have the little pedal, Mark. I got to be careful, right? But no,
You got
it's
the
not like
pedal?
a carnival. No, I had no control over that. It really is our friend Judy Donnell.
That
Mhm.
is Judy
Perfect.
Donnell is the winner. See, if you don't show up, you can't win. Welcome, Judy. Good to see you.
That's it.
I hope all is well. Now you're forced to talk to me.
I know
love it.
that you got to run, Michael. Happy third year anniversary to you as well. And
Thank you.
happy Memorial Day to you and your family, and enjoy the holiday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Very
folks.
much.
And thanks for
Thanks.
having me on, and congratulations. This is good
Yeah.
stuff.
No, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you to your family and good luck with the
All
college. And I'm sure we'll be talking well
Yeah,
before those.
I'm
years are
positive.
over.
Hanging
We'll
out
see
in
you
Michigan.
guys.
Thanks,
All
guys.
Bye,
Take
Michael.
care.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So super cool. Well, look at this. It's just the three of us. Just the
It
three
is.
of us. And we're going to wrap up here in just a second. Mark, did
Good,
we
okay.
forget anything? Did we forget anybody? Did we forget anything?
I guess announcements. Hugh from Partel will be presenting a week from today. So 6 days, 23 hours from now. Hugh from Partel. He is an incredible communicator, knowledgeable innovator. So everyone in the comment section, you can see there's easy hyperlinks to click and register. And again, Larry Clay is the week after that. He just finished his duties as president of the Canadian Home Builders, so we're pleased to hear his voice. And I wish everyone a happy holiday.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
It's Memorial Day, so make sure we all take a moment to give thanks to those who gave it all for us. So have fun with your family. I know a lot of families get together. This is a time to celebrate being with your family.
Perfect.
For sure. 100%. Greg, what are you doing this weekend?
So, like you said, family stuff, we have a nice picnic and get everybody together. I just think that a show like this, what you were able to pull together today, where there's some joking around and a little bit of fun, because there's so much important information that's delivered each and every hour. And people get used to, you come in with your notepad, you take down names, numbers, and all kinds of content. You can watch that again. So it's nice to see everybody have a little fun once in a while. You can relate a lot more to the people on screen that you see from time to time. But tremendous job, 2 years of very hard work. And it's been like clockwork every Friday like this. Tremendous. And you guys do very well together. You interact very well on Fridays. And you've had tremendous guests and a lot of knowledge. It'd be, if you pick the highlights, it's really valuable stuff, and just everything. So you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Too.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you so much. I think we just leave it right there. It's been an amazing 2 years, brother. We've had a lot of fun. We've had ups and downs and technical difficulties, a lot more laughs than anything else. And again, it's all about the education. Greg Ugaldi, thank you so much. And everybody else out there, enjoy your weekend. You will not be seeing me tomorrow. Well, I say that, but I can't control myself sometimes. But as of right now, tomorrow is a beach weekend with my kids, and I'm going to take the weekend. I think I'm going to enjoy that time off with them. And everybody else, you guys do the same.
Jennifer and the Coopers, enjoy yourself.
Thanks, Jen. See everybody.
Bye now. Next week. All right, everybody. You guys hang right there. We'll come back to you after the outro. Everybody else out there, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend and say a prayer for those veterans. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.